Now that you have entered your client in Agency to Go, we are ready to start entering the client's data. The next step in the workflow is to add the client's policies. Occasionally, you may wish to add ACORD forms first, which we will cover in a separate tutorial. But we encourage you to begin at the policy, as the program has been designed to flow from the policy into the ACORD form. Let's get started by selecting the client and clicking the Policies button from the navigation pane. This will list all previously entered policies, if any. To enter a new policy, click the New button and begin entering the policy data. The Type field automatically populates as a policy and is designed to provide information on the transaction type. Enter the policy number, keeping in mind that you can return and edit this information. So if all you have is a binder or quote number, you can enter it here or enter TBD. The transaction field gives a simple selection of new business or renewal business. This gives you the ability to designate first-year policy transactions for your new business reporting, or to report on renewals for retention reporting. Choose the appropriate department and coverage class. Click the Limits button to enter and access the specific policy coverage limits. Choose a class in the first drop-down, then either pre-fill from default coverages or manually choose coverages by checking the specific coverages from the list you wish to add to the policy. If you choose to pre-fill from default coverages, the policy will be filled with the coverages that were set up by your agency administrator as the common default coverages for that class. If you need to add additional coverages, simply select the lines you wish to add and click Add. From the list below, you can delete unwanted coverages from this policy or edit the limit and deductible to match your policy. When finished, click OK. Continue to fill in your policy information by working your way through the policy fields. If you need to add an entry to the company or broker MGA dropdowns, and you are a supervisor user, you can click the Companies button to add the company on the fly. Only companies marked as brokers will appear in the Broker MGA dropdown. The policy status options are open or closed. This field is updated appropriately as you perform additional policy transactions to an existing policy. For example, when you renew this policy, the program will switch the status on the old term to closed, then add another entry for the renewal term with the status as open. This allows you to report on items that have not renewed simply by looking for open expired policies. The premium amount field is where you enter the pure premium of the policy. This number should not include fees or taxes, which we will enter into the non-premium items. The agency commission rate is entered in the agency percent of premium field, but may have come in from a company commission grid or past term of the policy. You can enter a flat rate instead by leaving the commission rate blank and entering a flat commission amount in the agency commission field. The reps are the producers or commissionable employees. The rep dropdown comes from the employee listing in the agency setup. The rep percent of house is the commission rate the agency will pay to the producer and is calculated as a percent of the agency commission. So if the agency commission is $100 and the rep percent is 25, the first rep commission will show $25. You can enter a flat amount by removing the percentage and typing it in manually in the first or second rep commission fields. Next, enter non-premium items by clicking the button and clicking the New option. Choose the type of the non-premium item and enter the amount. The Finance box is only checked if the item is spread over an installment schedule. Click Submit to save. The non-premium types available can be modified by clicking the Add Custom Item button. From here, you can delete unwanted types or add new ones. Add all of your fees, taxes, or even financing into this window, and then click OK. The non-premium items will total on our policy information window and add to the premium to list the total due. If you have installments or a down payment, you can list it in the bottom section of the policy, otherwise leave blank. You can enter a policy note by clicking the Notes button. This is not the main notes section, and entries made here can be modified. However, notation on the policy transaction can be made here and is visible from the main policy listing. Click Save to save the policy, then click the policy list in the navigation bar to return to the client's policy list. Continue on to the Policy Transactions tutorial to see how future transactions will utilize our initial policy data for the greatest efficiency and data collection.